humid, but just random black cloud has enveloped, where we live, and hail has come and thunder. Hail thunder, that's pretty rad. Sounds like a nice 80s hair metal band or something.
I'd be playing at 40 miles an hour.
A little bit of power metal.
That's the Midwest for you.
Yeah.
It'll probably be good tomorrow, I'm sure, but convenience.
Yeah, of course. So you guys mentioned to me earlier last Friday, we talked briefly over the phone that this is your guys' very first interview. Is that correct?
Yes, ma'am. Yep.
Formally speaking, yeah. Yes, definitely.
So I get to de-versionize you guys.
Oh yeah, it is
Tell her
that
that. She
character, I
loves that
guess.
kind of stuff.
I do.
A little bit less mess, but it's still good.
What kind of show did we walk into?
It's a controversial one.
That's what they're thinking. They just clicked on, I'm like, I don't know, I was just on Facebook, and then I just got here, and I don't even know I'm...
Okay, so the whole thing says a lot of people are new to the show, and you guys are new. The basic of the show is basically us talking about the music. Basically, that's what the name of the show is called. Talk about the music. And we can go to very heavy duty topics, but we have been for our past few episodes. And then we also get into about the music itself, like the back ends of it, the myth, the lies, or whatever. And hopefully it'll actually help people out there who are not musicians more of an idea what musicians really do, and it's not a hobby, and we're not playing around. We actually put a lot of work into what we do.
Mm-hmm.
Of course.
Just like the musicians.
Mm-hmm. So that's basically what the show's all about. We want to have people not look at you guys or the entertainment business as just a hobby. No, we work.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
so,
all the time.
See, it's not one of those things that can be defined by money. It's about the passion for what it's about. So in terms of like people, considering careers, they're like, oh, what's making me the most money? Where a musician, an artist, or an entertainer has a different perspective on, preference of the essence of life, essentially. I make this choice to invest way too much money, which, it still isn't enough at the end of the day, into something that may or may not guarantee a single dime for me. Mm-hmm. But, at the end of the day, if my bank account is full or not, what really matters is the music, essentially.
That you enjoy doing what you love, and we enjoy, we enjoy it every day.
You got one shot, man. You can't waste your time being this guy that wears clothes you don't really like, and in this house with this wife you don't really like. You hear a lot of people like living really empty lives, and that's one thing that a lot of people seem to say towards the end of their life is, I wish I did more. It's like, well,
why didn't you?
Why start now?
Yeah.
Good point. Sure. Excellent point.
Yeah. Anyway, basically, in a nutshell, that's the name of the show. That's the whole point of the show.
Mm-hmm.
Full circle, yeah.
Full circle, exactly. Because, me personally, I feel that musicians, doesn't matter, independent musicians are maybe out there in, the big leagues too, they need a source to come on somewhere and invent or talk about stuff. And so that's basically what the show is all about. You guys have an outlet for if you guys need to vent or something. I don't know.
Hmm? And we like to talk too. We're just, we're having conversation. We're not super serious. We're not, crazy like, oh, this is what's going on right now. We're sticking to a script. It's we're having a talk. We're just we're friends. We're buddies.
Well, I actually found your show like by Googling super serious. So this is really confusing.
Really?
Yeah, it was on
that was the wrong
page,
hashtag. I was doing hashtags one day and I put in super serious for fun. I didn't think we'd get any bites, but I guess we were wrong.
Well, all right. I'm going to be totally honest. It was super, super serious, and I had one of them capitalized for emphasis. So I didn't want to say that because that's a little bit more embarrassing.
Well, I'm an old guy. I haven't figured out my hashtags yet.
No, that's definitely not a hashtag you'd want to use. Like in all seriousness.
So
yeah, that's Sorry.
No, I was going to say you guys basically found me through a hashtag.
Not completely. So
we kind of went on a tangent there, Sean.
Yeah, no, we were just...
That was a joke.
We try to be 50-50, like super serious, once again, and then not super serious, if that makes any sense. Try to level it out, almost kind of have that, limbo or duality. That was a bad joke. I'm going to get some lashes for that later, but, it's worth it.
We're going to beat him up later.
I hope you do.
Okay, before I continue, ask you that question really quick, how we found you. I have someone giving you a big shout out from Sean from Maximus.
All right.
That's
What's
actually,
up,
that bridges perfectly into the
How
story
we found
here.
you guys.
See,
Really?
Sean, believe it or not, actually was the one that found you.
Mm-hmm.
He's a friend of ours, and he was playing guitar with us for a good period of time, and we came to an agreement where we all kind of wanted different things, but we still ended things, peacefully, and, he still sends me Snapchats, him hanging out and
Inappropriate pictures.
doing his weird faces and all those dog filters and all that sort of thing. He's a really cool guy.
For sure.
Well,
So, that, I guess that's the story, that's kind of anticlimactic, we could have went on a big thing, but he's just sitting there I'm waiting, and he knows. No, but it's all good. We love the guy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Maximus is actually one of the bands that I do feature here on the show, too.
Yeah, they're a cool band.
Yeah.
They're a cool band.
Mm-hmm.
So it worked out really well in the end. He found something that was more for him, and his cousin, apparently, to my understanding, is the vocalist, so there was already a close of kin type of thing. So it's definitely, a great move for everybody. Everybody's still cool. But yeah.
Cool. Awesome. And hi, Sean. Tell the boys at Maximus I said hi. If they're not listening in. I know that they were on tour for a while, so I don't know if they're still on tour or not. I see their pictures all over the place, so don't know.
Yeah, no, from what I understand, from what he tells me, yeah, they're active. They've been playing shows, shows around, doing some tours. He's been staying busy, so it definitely wasn't a thing where he's moving on to bigger and better things.
Good. And he goes, always got to support you guys. Yeah, that was about the spot on it, so it gets ha ha.
He's verified. It has the
actually, the real truth is he's in the other room right now. He came in about 20 minutes ago, and he's had an AK-47 pointed at our heads for a while now. He has his phone in the other hand because we're saying what he... No, I'm kidding. That's a terrible thing.
He's standing behind every word of that super serious hashtag.
Exactly.
I just really wish that you guys could hear his impersonation of Fred Durst going, yeah. Oh, it's great. It's great.
Chocolate man!
Oh my gosh, you guys are funny. Okay, so back to you guys. Now, your guys' band name is actually unique.
Thank you.
Yes. Yeah, thank you.
So where do you guys get the band name?
Well, see, there's a couple answers to that, but I guess since we have a pretty, big gap of time, that, we can kind of explain it. So I was always fascinated with this concept of angels. I was raised as a Catholic, went to Catholic school and everything like that, so I had a pretty thorough understanding through that, their teaching and their education system and everything about, the hierarchy and that sort of thing. And the one thing that always stood out to me the most was how, Lucifer or whatever was he was the highest praised angel. He was God's favorite, right? And the highest in some interpretations of the Bible, an archangel or an archangel is the highest rank. It's basically like a general of, God's right-hand guy, yo, man, go do this, whatever.
You know my policies.
Yeah, you know my policies. You're going to... that's weird. Yeah, God's not the president. That would have been a great time to do an Obama impression, but we're running out of time for this. So, but that kind of talks about, what we got into a little bit with Limbo, what we started brushing up on was, we're a band that's kind of about duality. One thing that we like to do, even in our sound itself, is, we'll have heavier instrumentals with more emphasis on the clean vocal, where it'll be intensive, with the instrumental, but there'll be more of an emphasis on the melody. But back to the, that's basically what we're kind of illustrating with the name. is, they're really, he went from being this general of heaven, right, to the most spied and spit and scapegoated down upon entity in existence. People are still blaming Satan for everything, it's like, oh, thanks, Obama, thanks, Satan. Those aren't associated, but it's like, people freely, like, that's sort of a thing, it's the most common scapegoat. So it just kind of is a statement about how, the world and how perception and reality defines, just perceptions itself, really. You went from that to that, and then saints and sinners, love and hate, good and evil. It's kind of this melded entity that...
What is above?
I don't know. I don't know if that makes any sense, It's kind of a long-winded type of thing. But it's also a decent-sounding name. Looks good on a bill, I guess. It's better than verb than noun. So, that's pretty cool.
Well, it's...
Looks good.
It's like I explained once when we had the feature for my music project about... I used the Trent Reznor method, how you just pick a name, and if you don't like it after a week, you pick a different name, and if it still looks good after 2 weeks, then you might as well keep it. So it looks good, hey.
Before the name Arkangela was around a long time ago, this has been, the band name itself came around in 2010, but there's been a lot of search for just basically the right chemistry, so none of the people that were around with the name are with the band. They're all doing, different musical things, with the exception of the, former drummer that we had that we mentioned, in past conversation, who unfortunately is no longer with us. She lost a very long battle to HLH. She was strong as hell, though. She was one of my favorite people.
We're going to respect that memory there, and we're going to keep moving, so we don't want to put you guys on the spot.
No, not a big deal, man. But... yeah, I'm going to be totally honest and say we kind of went on a tangent, and we got to recenter back where we're at again. I do apologize for that.
That's good.
Oh no, we go on tangents here all the time.
Oh yeah.
We just don't want you guys to feel like you're getting maneuvered into talking to any spaces that you don't.
No, it's really not a big deal. We're an open book.
Okay, good.
All right.
Okay, so what we're going to do now, I got to take a small little break for a sponsor break, and when we get back, we're going to play one of you guys' music and have you guys introduce it to you guys, to the world. Sure. And then, because I know that you guys had a certain songs you guys wanted me to play last or whatever, so we'll go through them during their break. Let me know which one you guys want me to play first, okay?
Sure, okay.
Okay, so be right back, guys. Don't go away. Again, help us out. If you love this show so far, hit that follow button and help us with the ratings, because the more you follow, the more goodies we get to have. Trust me.
Stick around for the goodies.
Oh, yeah.
Don't be selfish. It's okay.
Wanted your sponsorship to help support local independent music and musicians worldwide. We have different levels of sponsorship for everyone, including up-and-coming bands and musicians, to give a little more boost to your promotions. Let's Talk About the Music is also looking to podcast live from your music-related special events, shows, and venues. For more information, go to letstalkaboutthemusic.com.
Well, that was some boring music.
Spike?
Come on, where's the Justin Bieber? Where's the Katy Perry? Where's the Fall Out Boy?
Noddle, you have witch powers. Turn him into a chipmunk and feed him to the owl outside.
I will do no such thing. We're here to talk about our website.
HomeCanineNeutering.com?
What?
No! InvaderPet.com, where people can check out our comic strips or locate bookstores selling bookmarks with our comics on them. So, listeners, want to see comics of me, Noddle the Witch, my pets Kaylee Cat and Spike Beagle? Go to InvaderPet.com and check us out.
Seriously, though, you guys really have a canine neutering website?
Listen in May 18th to Let's Talk About the Music, when the podcast will be all blues all night, with special guest blues musician Johnny Searfoss. It's all happening from 8 to midnight right here on Let's Talk About the Music, babies.
All right, we are back, and they chose to start with Limbo. That is your guys' self-titled, correct?
Mm-hmm. It's the title track of the record, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay, tell us a little about that.
Well, it was a little bit about, the broad spectrum of what we wrote the album around. In essence, the album Limbo